hi. How's it going? Fancy seeing you here. Me? Oh, I've been doing great. You know, my power's been out for over a freaking week. My water just got turned back on. Outside, the freaking weather's bipolar. I don't know if it's going to be 9 degrees one day or 82 degrees the other day. I'm wearing a jacket, but I'm wearing shorts because I don't know. I just don't know with this weather here in Texas. Texas is crazy, guys. But welcome back. I have power. I have a lovely support network of friends that have been helping me out through these trying times. My electricity bill probably isn't going to be 20 grand, so that's a good thing. And I thought, what better way to release some content and like celebrate it by doing a MNAF tier list. Now, I know you're saying, where's MNAF Night 7? That is this Saturday, February 27th. Yeah, I had to look at the calendar. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a premiere party, which is we're going to watch Senary Saloon together, me and you together. We're going to watch it together, and then after we watch episode 6, I'm going to premiere episode 7. We'll watch that together, and then Senary Saloon is finito. So, thank you guys so much for being so patient. Everyone that asked where it was. Yeah, I know you guys wanted to see it. Maybe not ask that during streams all the time, especially if I give you answers. But that's just me being a little salty. So in front of me, you can't see it yet. Let me just switch. So in front of us, it's a tier list. It's MNAF tier list. I didn't make this. I was going to make this. I didn't have to though. So special thanks to Asbestos for putting this together. I just bumped into this. I was like, does this exist? And it did. So I was like, wow, someone did that. I also found out apparently this girl is cosplaying as Vixie on TikTok. And I don't do TikTok yet. I'm going to. So if you like TikTok, it took me a long time. I thought about it for a long time. Right now my TikTok is the real CavemanFilms. I'm going to try to get CavemanFilms, but someone squatted on it, which put me in a bad mood, so I never wanted to do TikTok. Anyway, if you want to check it out, links in the description. I haven't done anything yet, but maybe by the time this video's out, maybe, who knows, we'll find out. So, what's the plan here? Well, you see we got the 6 seasons. I've also got 6 tabs open. You can't see those, but I've already loaded all the videos. I thought it'd be really cool if, like, as I'm tearing something up, we go take a look at it. I give you guys some backstory, some like behind the scenes stuff, and then I rank it. And that's the video. So if you guys like that, make sure you leave a like. All right, let's get going. So we're going to start off with the OG, just My Nights at Freddy's. So here we go. Look at this. Got that little notification going on. Now, this one, it's weird because it's definitely the crappiest one from a quality standpoint, but there's heart. There's so much heart in it because this was just me and my buds. We were just doing it. FNAF just came out. I liked FNAF like as a game because it scared the crap out of me and I wanted to do something. And this is what I did. It's so silly like looking at it now compared to like seeing how far we've gone. Senary Saloon compared to this is like night and day. But you can still feel the bear, like the soul is there. But yeah, so I mean, Ant there, I was just like, hey, Ant, I got this cool idea. I've been playing this game FNAF. I want to do it in Minecraft. You in? He was like, yeah, sure, why not? Wow. And little did he know that it would become a 6 season series. So yeah, I'm just looking at this again. This map was made by the Iron Commander, and we didn't even give him any input. This was like, we found this on Planet Minecraft. We thought the map was really, really cool. And some weird questions you guys have asked is like, why is Ronaldo an Enderman in MNAF 1 through, I think, 3? The answer is, well, first off, they just textured Enderman to look like Purple Guy. And, you know, Purple Guy was the hidden big bag and bad. And Purple Guy was the hidden big... I can't talk. Purple Guy he was the big bad. Okay, he was the bad guy, and you know he was more of an Easter egg at the time. Not really many people knew about him. We didn't know his name was William Afton. So for those of you who are like, why is he called Ronaldo? His name is William Afton. That's why we we just kind of came up with it. I came up with it, and then it just kind of stuck. And then they gave us the canon name. So at least on the bright side, canonically in MNAF, Ronaldo's just an alias. His real name is William Afton. He just gave me Ronaldo for when he wanted to work here. So, it's funny. I like this. It's like charmingly bad. Like, look, I'm using a sponge block to clean off tables. Oh, it's so great. Oh man, and then like back there in the hallway, it says rules for safety, like iron typoed the name. It's great. And like, look how bulky and ugly the animatronics were back then, but it's funny. And like, this is all vanilla Minecraft, so it's funny. It's good. Because of that, I can't give it an S rank because it is like functionally the worst one. But there's so much soul to it. There's so much heart. There's so much heart in it. So I'm gonna say it's an A tier. I'm gonna say it's an A tier. It's a good, like, it's like the pilot episode, so to speak. The pilot series, you could say. All right. So next one is MNAF 2, The Factory. Now this one has got my favorite scenes right here. You got Billy, Jeff, Billy. And of course, Jeff, the only non-Billy, died. This one was really cool because this was the first time we came up with our own original do not steal concept. Where it's like, oh, where do the animatronics get made? A factory? That makes sense. And then we kind of worked here. Another thing I really liked about this, and something I'd like to see in an actual FNAF game that we did, is, me and Ant, we had our own separate cameras. Like you had the blue side and you had the red side. So like, and the red side was looking at the blue side of things. So if you wanted to protect your buddy and, protect each other, you had to look out for each other. And it was like a synergy, and it was so good. And I liked that. It was also, we had a lot of fun doing this episode. Like it was just a fun little season. This is when I started trying to work on my cinematography. Like we tried making it a little better. Got some cool edits going on. Everything's way too dark.
Why he did it.
But yeah, no, this is really good. I like, this is where we added Vinny and Vixie, which is cool. I like these like shots we do. And again, this is like, I can tell I've definitely gotten better at like making content and like making machinima, which is what you would call like the cutscenes part. Since this, but there's just something nice about this, and we had such a good time. Everyone liked it. Like I still get people asking about more factory, which we're not going to do because that's milking a dead horse. But because of that, it's got a really special place in my heart, and because of that, it's an S tier. Very nice. Next one we have MNAF 3, which is the fun park. And we got Michael. So a lot of people were wondering, what's the canon of MNAF? Because it's all over the place. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of that was because as we we'd make it, then another game would come out, and then like we'd have to like fudge the lore to kind of make sense, and it was all me, and like we were So here's how it works. At the end of MNAF 2, at the end of the factory, I get knocked out by Ronaldo right there. Like right here is when he comes and gets me. And then we get dragged to his origins base, which is like the beginning of the fourth one right here. Like the down here. We're skipping in the progression, but like this area, I get dragged here. We get drugged, right? So like our minds are all loopy. We're comatose. He could be harvesting our kidneys for all we know, but we don't know. And that's what's happening in Fun Park. Is like inside the coma, inside the dream. But some things are real. So Michael, the gray guy in front of us right now, he's real. He's Afton's dead son, blah, blah, blah. But so a lot of it, this is just a cool series. I like the plot of it. This one though suffers from a lot of problems,
take us
in my
to
opinion,
world.
especially from a function side of things.
let's
The
go,
map
let's
was
go.
too big.
Alright, so
We had
Fredbear
so much,
Diner?
like, here's the
Is
Fredbear's
this
Diner.
the,
That'd be
the
a whole
recreation
game
or
all
is this
by
the real
itself.
It's-
But that was
no,
just a small
actually,
little
I
piece.
heard
It was
rumors
just a
that the
teeny
park
tiny
was
piece.
built around the original.
And
Coaster system.
you know, it's cool though. Like, we got like
I can
roller
pay for it.
coasters, and
Mostly for Bonnie's.
I also didn't
Weird.
like how we
I
did the
don't think
camera
Bonnie's
system in
on
this game. The
stage.
cameras like to bug out a lot more in
Best of luck,
this.
man.
We used shaders for the first time, and it was good. Like, I liked it, but it was definitely, in my opinion, lower quality than Factory. But we did some cool stuff in it. I still like the map. It's still a cool idea. It was a cool concept, and because of that, I'm going to rank it D tier. Now, now we go on to Origins. So back over here. Origins is not good. I like the ending. The ending of it, it got a lot better. But the thing with Origins is that the map was friggin' gigantic. And it's also the only map I can't distribute to other people because I didn't own the texture pack. The mod that I use is discontinued, and I can't find it either. I can't find the world file. I don't know what happened to it. So the way this world worked in MNAF 1 is that the first episode, this area is completely original content. It's like this weird, like, you know, medical wing facility that Ronaldo is like got people, and he's like tinkering on them for like remnant and stuff. And I just full screened it. Ooh, look at the I forgot we had jump scares. And it was okay. Like, I didn't dislike it, but there was something like kind of weird about it. So like this area, you know, this is just like, and every episode I'd have to build a new place, and it took me a while because I was doing it mostly by myself. And I remember we made like the base floor, and then I was like, well, okay, we need to go up, and then we ended up making sister location as an entire map, and that was just like 2 or 3 episodes, I think, like the sister location part of MNAF Origins. Wish I could find more of it, but yeah, so like we had the sister location map that led into the FNAF 3 map, and then we had like this gigantic sewer section that led up to the FNAF 2 map, and that was the end. But I just gave you 3 games worth of map for a season that was only, I think, 5 or 6 episodes. So like every episode we were making a big map that we didn't reuse, and it was a lot of effort. And again, the mods, they didn't want to play nice, and they were very buggy, and they liked to crash people, and people, it ran like butt. So the experience of making Origins gives it a C tier. Now I'm gonna rename this because I already know what this is. This shouldn't have been made. All right, and that's for Starlight Factory. Starlight Factory, or Starlight Revival.
Okay, whatever.
It was just to do a MNAF. But I didn't want the plot to like interact with it. So, you know, we're still using the mods. We're still it's still kind of buggy. It's still kind of glitchy. And this one was the very least Five Nights at Freddy's out of all of them, because there was no cameras. It was like it was more linear. It was kind of like Sister Location, where you weren't doing what you would do in a traditional FNAF or MNAF game. Because I mean, look, here I am going to the you know, the power room to turn back on the power, kind of like in Sister Location. You got Security Puppet. I did like Security Puppet. Puppet was a cool, you know, addition. But the story, you know, it was an alternate reality. People didn't like it as much. There was a lot of inner turmoil on like making the episodes. We didn't know how we wanted to end it that well, and it just wasn't like what I consider good. But it wasn't bad. Like, it's not like I got everyone into like a FNAF skin, like just went on minecraftskins.com and like, okay, everyone put on a Minecraft skin. We've got a map. Let's just screw around and talk to each other for like 20 minutes, upload that and call it a role play. Cause we don't do that. And that's not me taking any shots fired. That's just not something I do. So definitely Starlight Revival. Very bottom tier. Solo, Han Solo. Oh man. And then we have Senary Saloon. So Senary Saloon, this is night 2.
Al wasn't
You got
supposed
Ant
to
back,
call me,
Ant
'cause he
Bro's
was
back.
just-
Oh, that's another thing. You know, after Origins, Ant was gone, so a lot of people were like, "Where's Ant?" Well, Ant at that point didn't want to do any more MNAF. He had just switched his content style to being more like informative videos, not really gameplay stuff anymore. So, you know, he kind of pulled back. And that's why you don't see his point of view on his channel for Senary Saloon, because it's still not what the stuff he does on his channel. You get what I mean? So yeah, Senary Saloon is my favorite by far. I mean, we built everything from scratch, like everything in this texture. That's completely new texture. The only thing that's not a different texture is the iron bars, but that's because it's iron bars and you can't really make it any better. I mean, we got custom animatronic designs. We got Bar Hop Bonnie. We got play coins. We got look, there's Cowpoke Freddy poking his head. We got vent batteries. We got a door dropping now. We got a mechanical bull which shoots out at you, and it's so cool. Also, again, just a sidestep. Someone cosplayed as Vixie from Senary Saloon, and that blows my mind. And if you're watching this, that was impressive, and that's cool. And she did like a lot of videos too. It was cool. But yeah, you know, we got Ant Venom back. It's kind of nice to have Ant back. We got like all these cool concepts. It's, you know, you can actually check the cameras again. It feels very much like a FNAF game again. Starlit Chica. She's a starlet, so she's a singer. I like the theme of it. Like, you know, it's kind of cool. It's like a steakhouse based off of Texas Steakhouse or Texas Roadhouse, whatever.
Are things gonna get better? But that's okay.
And I think you're going to really like the plot twist in the Night 7. It's very good. I feel like this is the closest to, if one of my MNAFs was made into a game and I got to choose which one, I would want Senary Saloon to be it. And I've had people reach out before being like, "Hey, Caveman, I'd like to make a FNAF game based off of your MNAF." And I've been like, "Yeah, that's cool. But, you know, a lot of mine are based off of other, you know, like the actual games. So there's not much you can do." Senary Saloon, if someone does it, I will do a full Let's Play. I will, you know, say thank you. Maybe we can even like team up and like talk to Scott Koth and see if we can get on that fan game initiative, huh? Get some FNAF stuff going on. But yeah, so Senary Saloon by far and large. I just love this. Look, Ant's pointing a gun at Chica. Like, what? Like, seriously, like the kind of crap that happened in this is just so great. And because of that, Senary Saloon is an S tier, and I'd actually rank it as a higher S tier than the factory. That is my opinion. That could definitely be different than yours. In fact, what's your ranking? What's your tier list of the MNAF episodes? Let me know in the comments. I'll check them out. And with that out of the way, this is my finalized tier list. So again, Starlight Revival, this shouldn't have been made. I would call it a triple F tier, if possible. But you could still watch it. You know, it's not like FNAF Babies or anything like that. So that's the only reason why it didn't get an actual F tier, and it got a I shouldn't have made it tier. See, Origins, it's kind of weird. The FNAF Universe videos, the ones that used FNAF Universe as the models for the animatronics instead of being vanilla Minecraft, they kind of did worse. Like, not from view wise. I'm just talking about like as a way to like record it. I didn't like doing it as much. So that's that. Fun Park, really good. I like the plot to it. You know, we kind of tried to like squeeze in the actual lore of FNAF into MNAF. A little hackneyed, but it works. But the park was just too big. So it didn't feel quite as like urgent or quite as close to the source material as I would have liked. That's why it's B tier. I mean, then regular MNAF, the first one, I mean, it's a staple. It's got heart. It's got soul. So it's a good A tier. It's just kind of crappy because it like ran in like Minecraft 1.12 or something. So it's like, it doesn't have any of the cool things. Factory, everyone loves Factory. I've never heard one person dislike Factory. Everyone likes to quote the skirts. They always want the skirt to return. They like the Billy, Jeff Billy thing. I mean, we got memes. We got memes from the Factory. My recording people, they troll me with like a little excerpt where it was a failed take of the factory where I'm going into a room and out of breath. I'm like, I'm coming inside, and like everyone burst out laughing because I was just going into a room. But you know, it sounds a little sus. So yeah, I have good memories of Factory, and then of course Senary Saloon, just because of how much effort, how polished it feels, how much I like it. I like the plot; it makes sense. Ant Venom's back. We got new animatronics. Vixie's a mechanical bull, and that's just why Senary Saloon to me number uno. So I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.